Earth was buzzing with its usual rhythm when the sky tore open. Alien ships descended without warning, their dark, sleek forms casting ominous shadows over the cities. The first blasts hit major cities: New York, Tokyo, Paris. Panic spread like wildfire as people ran for cover, unsure of what was happening. In the chaos, a group of scientists and military leaders gathered in an underground bunker. The air was thick with urgency and fear. At the center of the room stood Captain Emma Hayes, a decorated officer known for her quick thinking and calm under pressure. She took a deep breath, feeling the weight of responsibility settle on her shoulders. "We need a plan," Emma stated firmly, her voice cutting through the panic. "We can't fight them head-on with their superior technology. We need to be smart." Dr. Marcus Shaw, a leading scientist in marine technology, stepped forward. "What if we use the oceans? Their ships are designed for space and atmosphere, not underwater combat." Emma's eyes lit up with the spark of an idea. "We retrofit our submarines, create a stealth fleet that can strike from below." The room buzzed with activity as everyone got to work. Engineers and scientists collaborated to enhance the submarines with advanced tech, turning them into formidable weapons. Emma handpicked a crew, each member bringing unique skills to the mission. As they prepared for the mission, Emma gathered her team. "This won't be easy. We're facing an unknown enemy with advanced technology. But we've got one thing they don't: our determination and our home. Let's show them what humanity is made of." Her words resonated with the crew, a mix of seasoned sailors and fresh recruits. Among them was Lieutenant James Carter, a young but skilled navigator, and Dr. Elena Martinez, an expert in marine biology turned warfare strategist. The retrofitted submarines, now equipped with cloaking devices and advanced torpedoes, were ready. The team embarked on their mission, slipping into the ocean's depths. The water enveloped them, a dark, cold embrace that hid them from the alien scanners above. Emma watched the monitors, her mind focused on the task ahead. "Stay sharp, everyone. This is just the beginning." As they moved deeper into the ocean, the weight of their mission pressed down on them. Failure wasn't an option. Earth's survival depended on their success. "Let's show them," Emma whispered to herself, steeling her resolve. "Let's show them what humans can do." The submarines glided silently through the deep, dark waters. The crew was tense but determined, every eye on the monitors displaying the ocean around them. Captain Emma Hayes stood at the helm, her gaze steady as she guided the fleet through the depths. They had one chance to make this work. "All systems are green," reported Lieutenant James Carter, his voice steady despite the tension. "We're approaching the target area." "Good," Emma replied. "Stay sharp, everyone. We can't afford any mistakes." In the control room, Dr. Elena Martinez was coordinating the data feed from their advanced sonar systems. "We're picking up the alien fleet. They're hovering above, unaware of our presence." Emma nodded. "Perfect. We'll split into two groups. Group A will create a diversion, while Group B targets the mothership." The team quickly moved into position, each submarine taking its assigned role. The plan was risky, but it was their best shot. As they neared the alien fleet, Emma's voice came over the intercom. "Group A, begin the diversion. Group B, follow me to the mothership." Explosions lit up the water as Group A launched torpedoes, drawing the alien ship's attention. Emma's submarine and the rest of Group B slipped through the chaos, undetected. Inside the mothership, the aliens were momentarily thrown into disarray by the unexpected attack. Emma and her team took advantage of the confusion, navigating their way to a vulnerable section of the ship's hull. Dr. Shaw, who had been monitoring the operation from the base, guided them via radio. "You're almost there, Captain. Just a little further." Emma's hands moved quickly over the controls. "Steady, steady. We're in position. Ready the charges." The team worked quickly, attaching explosive devices to critical points on the mothership's hull. Each movement was precise, honed by months of rigorous training. Suddenly, alarms blared inside the mothership. The aliens had detected the intruders. Emma's heart pounded as she barked orders. "Deploy the charges! We need to move, now!" The crew scrambled to complete their task as alien drones swarmed toward them. Lieutenant Carter fired the last torpedo, creating a temporary barrier that allowed the submarines to retreat. "Charges deployed!" Elena shouted. "Let's get out of here!" Emma pushed the throttle forward, the submarine darting away from the mothership just as the charges detonated. A series of powerful explosions rocked the alien ship, sending shockwaves through the water. As they surfaced, the crew watched the alien fleet begin to falter. The mothership, crippled by the blasts, started to descend toward the ocean. Cheers erupted in the control room, but Emma knew the fight wasn't over yet. "Great work, everyone," she said, a rare smile crossing her face. "But stay alert. We've won this battle, but the war is far from over." Back at the base, Dr. Shaw's voice came through the radio. "Captain, we're picking up distress signals from the alien ships. They're retreating." Emma took a deep breath, feeling a wave of relief. "For now, but they'll be back, and when they return, we'll be ready." The team returned to base, greeted by applause and cheers from their colleagues. They had struck a significant blow against the alien invaders, but they knew they had to remain vigilant. The battle for Earth was just beginning. The crew of the stealth submarines barely had time to celebrate before they were back in action. The aliens, though retreating, were regrouping quickly, and Emma knew they had to press their advantage. "Captain, we have a window of opportunity here," Dr. Shaw said over the secure line. "If we can hit them hard now, we might be able to cripple their operations permanently." Emma nodded, her mind racing. "Understood. We need to go on the offensive while they're still reeling. Prepare the submarines for another strike." The crew worked tirelessly, refitting the submarines and reloading their arsenals. There was no room for error. Emma gathered her team once more, her resolve steely. "Our mission is simple," she began, looking each member in the eye. "We take out their command center. Without it, they'll be disorganized and vulnerable. We hit them fast and hard, then get out." Lieutenant Carter, his usual confidence mixed with determination, nodded. "We'll get it done, Captain." The submarines slipped back into the depths, moving silently toward the alien fleet's command center. The ocean was their ally, its vastness and darkness concealing their approach. Emma felt a tense calm settle over her. This was their chance to turn the tide. As they approached the command center, a massive structure hovering just above the ocean floor, Emma gave the order to split into attack formations. Group A would focus on the external defenses, while Group B, led by Emma, would infiltrate the structure itself. "Engage cloaking devices," Emma ordered. "We need to get in undetected." The submarines shimmered and vanished from sight, becoming nearly invisible against the dark waters. They moved swiftly, evading patrols and automated defenses. Emma's heart pounded as they neared their target. "Group A, initiate the attack," she commanded. Explosions erupted as Group A launched a barrage of torpedoes, drawing fire and creating chaos. Emma's submarine slipped through the fray, approaching a vulnerable section of the command center's hull. They attached grappling hooks and began to cut through the exterior. "Dr. Martinez, how are we looking on the scans?" Emma asked. "We're in the clear for now," Eleanor replied. "But we need to move fast. They'll be on us soon." The crew worked quickly, cutting through the hull and creating an entry point. They slipped inside, the interior of the alien command center, a maze of glowing corridors and strange machinery. Emma led the way, her team following close behind. "Remember, our primary target is their central control hub," she whispered. "Disable it, and the rest will follow." They moved stealthily, avoiding patrols and security drones. As they neared the control hub, they encountered heavier resistance. Alien guards, tall and menacing, blocked their path. A fierce firefight ensued, plasma blasts lighting up the corridor. "Push forward!" Emma shouted, her voice steady amidst the chaos. Lieutenant Carter and Dr. Martinez provided covering fire as Emma and a few others charged ahead, breaking through the defenses. They reached the control hub, a vast room filled with alien technology. Emma quickly planted explosive charges at critical points. "Charges set," she said, her voice tense. "We need to move, now!" The team retraced their steps, fighting their way back to the submarine. Alien reinforcements were closing in, and the air was thick with tension. They reached their entry point and quickly exited, sealing the breach behind them. "Group A, we're on our way out! Prepare for extraction!" Emma radioed. As they pulled away from the command center, Emma pressed the detonator. A series of explosions rocked the structure, causing it to collapse in on itself. The alien fleet, now without its command center, fell into disarray. Mission accomplished, Emma said, a mixture of relief and triumph in her voice. Let's head back. The submarines returned to base, the crew exhausted but victorious. They had struck a decisive blow, and though the war was far from over, they had shown that humanity would not be easily defeated. Great work, everyone, Emma said as they were greeted with cheers and applause. We've won this round, but we need to stay vigilant. The fight continues. The crew returned to base as heroes, but they knew their victory was only temporary. The alien fleet, though crippled, was far from defeated. As the submarines were repaired and rearmed, Captain Emma Hayes and her team prepared for the next inevitable confrontation. Captain, we're picking up unusual activity from the remaining alien ships, Dr. Shaw reported. It looks like they're regrouping for a final assault. Emma nodded, her face set with determination. Then we need to strike first. We'll launch a preemptive attack to disrupt their plans. The crew, though weary, shared Emma's resolve. They had come too far to let up now. Every member of the team knew the stakes and was ready to give their all. Emma called a meeting to outline their strategy. Our goal is to take out their remaining warships, she explained, pointing to a holographic display of the alien fleet. We'll divide into 2 strike teams. Team A will engage their defensive line, while Team B targets their heavy cruisers. Lieutenant Carter, standing beside Emma, added, We need to be fast and precise. We'll use hit-and-run tactics to keep them off balance. Dr. Martinez, analyzing the data, nodded in agreement. Their ships are powerful but not invincible. We've already proven that. The submarines set out once more, slicing through the water with renewed purpose. As they approached the alien fleet, Emma gave the final order. All units engage! Team A launched a ferocious assault on the alien defenses, drawing fire and creating chaos. Meanwhile, Emma led Team B in a daring raid on the heavy cruisers. Torpedoes streaked through the water, finding their marks and causing massive explosions. Target acquired, Lieutenant Carter reported as one of the cruisers erupted in flames. Moving to the next! The battle raged on, each side fighting with everything they had. Emma's submarine weaved through the enemy ships, firing torpedoes and dodging return fire. The crew worked seamlessly, their months of training and experience paying off. Suddenly, an alarm blared on Emma's console. Incoming fire! She shouted, steering the submarine sharply to avoid a barrage of plasma blasts. The hull groaned under the pressure, but they managed to evade the worst of it. Status report, Emma demanded. Minor damage, but we're still operational, Dr. Martinez replied, her fingers flying over the controls. Good. Keep pushing forward. As they closed in on the last heavy cruiser, Emma felt a surge of hope. If they could destroy this ship, the alien fleet would be left with only its smaller vessels, significantly weakening their offensive capabilities. Prepare to fire all torpedoes on my mark, Emma ordered. 3, 2, 1, fire! A volley of torpedoes shot from the submarine, striking the cruiser in rapid succession. The ship shuddered and then exploded, a massive fireball illuminating the dark water. Cheers erupted over the intercom as the alien fleet began to retreat, their forces in disarray. We did it! Lieutenant Carter exclaimed, a wide grin on his face. Emma allowed herself a moment of relief. Excellent work, everyone, but stay vigilant. We need to ensure they don't regroup. Back at base, the news of their victory spread quickly. The alien threat had been significantly diminished, and humanity had shown its resilience once again. Emma addressed her crew, pride evident in her voice. You've all performed admirably, she said. This victory belongs to each and every one of you. We've proven that we can stand against any threat, no matter how formidable. Dr. Shaw stepped forward, his expression one of respect and admiration. Captain, your leadership has been instrumental. We couldn't have done this without you. Emma shook her head, a modest smile on her lips. This was a team effort. We all played our part. Now, let's stay ready for whatever comes next. As they celebrated their hard-won victory, the crew knew they had made history. The alien fleet had been driven back, and Earth was safe once more. But they also knew that vigilance was essential. The fight for their home was ongoing, and they would always be prepared to defend it. To humanity, Emma toasted, raising a glass with her crew. To our unyielding spirit and our unwavering resolve. The cheers echoed through the base, a testament to their unity and strength. They had faced the unimaginable and emerged victorious, ready to take on whatever challenges lay ahead.